Hey guys, welcome to episode number 365. Today is Monday, so it's Update Monday, and I'll give you a quick spin through the fish room. We've got our assistant, Miss Polly, on the scene down here, exploring the basement, smelling all the smells. Hopefully she doesn't try to jump into the stock tank, but I guess we'll see what happens. The first thing I wanted to talk about was this right here, which is twin wall polycarbonate greenhouse panels. And as you can see, it's called twin wall because it's got two walls. And this stuff is pretty hard to find, turns out. I had to drive an hour and a half out of my way to find this. Just for reference, I found it at a Home Depot, but not a whole lot of them carry it. It's the Sunlight 8mm 24 by 96 twin wall polycarbonate, and I'm going to be using this stuff. I've got 4 or 5 sheets of that stuff. I'm going to be using that to create new lids for my 40-gallon breeder rack. And if you guys have seen past videos, you'll know that the material I have been using is this stuff. It's single wall polycarbonate. It's very strong. It's the corrugated type, so as you can see, it's got the flutes that sort of go up and down, and that stuff has worked out really well. It's nice and clear. Of course, this piece is dirty. It's virtually indestructible. The only problem is, you can see if that gets put on the top of the tank, there are air gaps, and what that allows is essentially too much humidity for my liking out of the aquarium and into the air. So this stuff should work quite a bit better because I can cut it to size, and then there's really no way for the humidity to get out if this is a tight fit right along the lip of the aquarium. So I'm looking forward to working with this stuff. Like I said, I've got 4 or 5 sheets of this stuff ready to go. So in future videos I will be cutting that up and adding it to the tops of my aquariums. I did mention that I was getting an order of Missouri in, and that has since come in, and I went ahead and put it in this Vittles vault. So you can see this thing is packed full. This is, I believe, a 50-pound bag is what it comes in. I could be wrong, but the largest bag that they essentially have 2 sizes. They have the 1-pound bag, and then they have the bulk bag. But what I'm going to do is just refill this container, because I don't need to get in here every single day. I just need to get in, you know, once every few weeks to a month or so. And that's got a nice tight airlock on it, so that's nice and fresh. This stuff should stay good in this container for about a year. And I go through one of these every 2 or 3 weeks, so I'll just refill that as needed. One thing that I wanted to do, but I'm not quite sure how to do, not quite sure if I actually want to do, is add this Laguna tub to my 300-gallon stock tank. And the thinking was that I was going to take an egg crate, a milk crate, and use that as sort of a lift, similar to what I'm doing right here with the mangroves, and toss that in, and then make a little land area, a little breeding area for my turtles. These turtles are not of breeding size yet, so it's not really a concern quite yet, but it is something that I want to figure out. And the issue I was having was it seemed a little too big when I put it in the 300-gallon stock tank, and the height wasn't really matching up. The height of this, the total height, was right around the lip height of the 300-gallon stock tank, so I wasn't super happy with that. So I'm just playing around with that. I don't know what I'm actually going to do with it. It might not go in there. I might figure something else out, or I might figure out a better way to prop this up so that it's not quite as tall. But anyways, work in progress. I've got the peat moss here to go in it when I'm ready to do that. Oh, one other thing, which is on the ground here, Polly's sniffing it out, is when I did place an order for Missouri, I noticed that they were selling something called aquatic turtle gel, and I've never heard of that before.
I've never seen it before, so I decided to pick up a container of it. I think this is the smallest size that they had. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out at some point in the near future. Maybe shoot a video on it and see what my turtles think. Should be an interesting little video to do. So anyways, one other project that I know I've talked about a few times, haven't done yet, but maybe this weekend I'll get to, is drilling this 300-gallon stock tank and running a drain line over to my central sump system. Again, that's a project where I would have to literally shut everything off in this fish room. The downside to having a central sump system is if you want to do any work on it, you basically have to shut everything off because all of the water drains to one place. So I've been waiting for a weekend that is completely open to do that, and this weekend might be that weekend. The turtles themselves are doing really good. They're growing really fast, but as you can see, they are the shyest turtles in the world. And every time I come down here, they all run and hide, and they never come out to play. So that's kind of a bummer. Hoping that they'll warm up and get used to me over time. But as you can see, we got some little legs poking out there. They're all hiding under that milk crate, and they poke their little heads up, but that's about it. So I might add some more cover in this tank as well to allow them to feel a little bit more secure. Hoping that might also help. Anyways, moving over here, like I've said, we've got this project. So many projects. I have a lot of things purchased for my projects. I just haven't had the time to actually do them. So this is the rack system that I want to put on the wall here. Again, I've got the 30-gallon breeder ready to go. I've got all the pieces ready to go. It's just a matter of me spending the hours and working on that. And then finally, for this update, moving over here, I've said that I want to do the chop and flip system for the aquaponics test, and here's the barrel that I'm going to use. I brought it inside. It's washed out. All I need to do is take that bad boy apart, flip it over, and put it back together. So hopefully I'll be able to do that Wednesday and shoot a video of it and upload that for you guys. But it looks like the dog is getting into something, and that's all the updates I have for today. So I'll see you guys later. Polly, what are you getting into?